Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the last part of this week's series, where we're talking about Nintendo 3P.
Not this Pete, but
3P. Is it? Here, you wanna take my ball? I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm joined by my two best friends, my cohorts in gaming. To my direct left, I have Mr. I'm Wondering himself.
What a fucking asshole!
Are you serious? Really? Really? I'm introducing you and you're walking away?
He's the biggest asshole on the
Oh
internet.
my god. Hashtag pizza prick.
Pizza brick, there you go.
To my far left, I have the biggest Zelda fan in the world, ladies and gentlemen. He has the tattoo of the Triforce on his right arm. It's Mr. Jeremy Bird.
Oh, you ruined it. I was going to say, and there's the Master Sword right there. Biggest Zelda fan in the world coming at you once again. Oh, wait.
I spilled.
We'll wait.
You fucking
The fans
nerds.
are waiting.
So how was your week, Nick?
Oh, it was good. How about yours?
It's good.
That's good.
Can we kick him off the channel because he's like delaying us?
Really?
I spilled. I
Are you
gotta clean
serious?
that up later.
Are you serious?
So fucking useless people.
Are you done now?
Now you're knocking shit.
To my
over.
direct left, we have the host with the most, Mr. I need a glass of water right now, Mr. Pete Anderson.
What's going on, guys? Don't worry, I'm refreshed and ready to kick Nick's ass in this argument.
What argument? I don't know what you're talking about. We haven't even got to the topic at hand. And I have the best ponytail in the business. I am Nicholas De Jesus, bringing
fabulous.
this show
It's
tonight.
fabulous.
How's it going tonight, ladies and gentlemen?
Fabulous.
And here's the thought.
What's up?
Fabulous.
Frustrating. Frustrating.
Frustrating.
And here's the thought, ladies and gentlemen. I think companies need to be a lot more transparent about what it is that their intentions are. We keep on talking about Nintendo, and we talk about how when news came out that they were going to shut down support for the Wii, they immediately said, no, we know that you're shutting down support for the Wii. It's clear to us that you're not going to be supporting the Wii platform. You're going over to the NX. You want to revamp the way that you're thinking. Wii U. I'm sorry, Wii U.
No, it's okay. It's just,
I'm sorry.
Wii U. No worries.
We know that you're not going to support the Wii platform. Please just tell us honestly what you're going to do, because that'll let us appreciate you as a supplier of goods. Am I wrong, or what do you guys think?
I agree with that. Like, just keep the platform going. Once the NX gets released, keep the Wii U around for a while, and then shut it down. Like, just let it phase out.
No, I'm saying if they fully intend to not support a damn thing for the rest of this year, and they're just going to go balls deep into NX, like, just tell us.
Okay.
Just tell us that we're not, you know what I'm saying? Tell us that there's no reason for me to hold on to my Wii U that I don't currently
Well, here's
own.
what's interesting with that, because a couple weeks ago, I think a month ago, it was leaked that they were shutting down Wii U at the end of the year. The thing is, it leaked, it went viral on the internet, and then literally, like, Nintendo just came out and said, no, we're not shutting it down yet.
Again, the question, they said yet. They're not shutting it down yet. I mean, again, for me, the question is, yet can be twofold, in the sense that yet means we're not shutting it down right now, but the end of the year isn't right now.
Yeah, you got a point, but...
So that's a iffy word to be choosing. But my point being, like, I think it's very obvious that they will be shutting down support at the end of the year. I feel like at the end of the year, that's it. You're not going to see any more Wii games. I think that right now you're not going to see any more Wii games, but I could be entirely wrong.
Yeah, they got a couple, but not much this year.
Yeah, so I think that the support is clearly going by the wayside. They're really ramping up for the NX. So just be outright and honest with your consumers about what your intentions are with the platform, right? That's how I feel. I think transparency is key, because in this consumer-based economy where the dollar kind of means more to the consumer than it does to you, you're going to need to show us that you're concerned for our concerns, right? I
agree.
I think that's the best way to really conduct business. I don't know. I'm not a business major, but I just feel like the best thing that Nintendo could have done would be like, yes, we are going to shut down support. We're not going to be supporting the Wii U after the end of 2016. We do apologize, but we see as a company that things really need to change and we need to focus on a different path, and that different path is going to be the NX, and there's a whole new kind of thinking that we're trying to bring into the Nintendo culture at the store at the corporate level, so that then we can really execute the NX the way that gamers have been craving for Nintendo to execute a console. You know what I'm saying? I think
completely agree with that.
is a completely different thing than them saying, "Oh no, we're not shutting it down yet."
Yeah.
We didn't ask if you were doing it tomorrow. We were asking if you were doing it on, the end of the year.
It's like yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. What do you think, Pete?
Hi. Let me tell you my name is Nicholas Davis. Let me tell you about what I think. I think,
Nick, you cut your ponytail off.
They gotta be smart about it. I mean,
But what would you think is the smarter path? To lie to your customers, or
yeah, because it's look at it this way, or not say anything at all. I bring you the PlayStation Neo. It got leaked. Everything, big announcements getting made, better frame rate, better graphics, all this. Sony hasn't said anything because they have to be very careful what they say, because whatever they say.
On it.
No, that was from another site. The PlayStation has not commented.
Specs on the.
People talk to developers. People have inside people. They don't have to go through Sony, Nick.
Somebody was authorized to release the specs on the Neo.
Or the
Or
Neo?
else- on the Neo.
Okay. You keep thinking that way. It's the beginning and the end for you.
Somebody was authorized, or else that person got fired.
Okay. Well, he's
Somebody
probably
got
looking for a job.
That's
Let me explain something. So, Sony has not commented, really said much on the Neo, if anything, at this point. But they have to be careful of how they say it. Because if they say, yeah, this is the new thing, it's no difference, and we'll play your PlayStation 4 games, there's no difference. There is clearly a fucking difference, and we'll get into that later. But they have to be smart with what they say, because if they say the wrong thing, it will put backlash on them. Same thing with the Nintendo and Wii U. If Nintendo said, yeah, we're not supporting it anymore, we're putting all our efforts towards the NX. But let me tell you something, the NX is coming, it's going to be great. It says, okay, so everybody who just bought a Wii U, maybe a couple months ago, maybe finally little Timmy convinced his mom to get him a Wii U. And this is all he's dreamed about. And here's the catalog. And all of a sudden they're going to be like, well, we're not supporting the Wii U anymore.
Yeah, but little Timmy is going to be fine with the Wii U for quite a while.
Yep.
You still have a backlog of catalogs that you can play.
Yeah, but if it's somebody where if he plays it all, and then he's like, well, I just spent...
By the time he plays it all, then you can afford that NX. As a parent,
He's
that's a fucking financial genius.
He's got a good point.
He does have a good point. It's similar to the Neo coming out. It's going to give backlash to the people that supported this console. You're saying the Wii U is for the hardcore Nintendo fans. The only hardcore Nintendo fans bought a Wii U. Nobody else. Because they are the blood and soul of Nintendo.
Yep.
And all of a sudden you're going to be like, well, this console bombed, so we're not going to support it anymore.
That kind of pisses me off.
That's exactly what... And if they say that, they look like dicks. It's like, no, we're supporting it. Because if it will put a bad taste in Nintendo's mouth, and then when the NX comes out, they'll be like, well, if this bombs, they're not going to support, so why should we support them now?
Well,
How about them apples?
Fuck you.
I was going for a pound to be like tag team.
Oh, I think you're busting my balls.
I'm the tag team champion.
On the tag team champions. But no, what I was gonna say, that pisses me off because I waited to get a Wii. It wasn't that I wasn't impressed with it. It was just I saw the system, and I hate saying this, but to me, the games make the system. Like I looked at it, and I'm like, okay, so you got Nintendo Land, you got this and that. I'm like, where's Mario? I'm not saying that one title because you've been harking on this all week.
Zelda.
Fuck. Where's Metroid? Where's all the core games? And but I waited, and finally, Smash Brothers comes out, and I'm like, all right, I have to get this console now because I really want to play this game. And that was the thing. I did get a great bundle. I got it. It was $250, and I got Mario Kart 8, and I got I got 3D World bundled.
Oh,
and
nice.
And it was like half, and it was a Target special. It was half off if you buy any Wii U game. And I was like, Smash Brothers, give me that. So $30
That's
for.
nice.
So it was $280.
So just 300 and change.
I
for
think
3
more
games.
on this topic at another date. That's what I think.
Bundles. I like it.
Well, not just bundles. I'm talking about transparency in corporations.
I like it.
I think that topic needs.
But what I was saying, what
delved
pisses
in.
me off is that I got this console 2 years, and now I got it Christmas 2014. So now it's like 2 years later, and my system's gonna be dead in a couple months.
That does sound like a good topic. And it might be next week's topic. And for you to find out, just have to go over to patreon.com/YouTube.com/patreon.com/ImprovGaming. I'll get it right. I feel like you soon. I feel like you right now. /Improv. Remember when you used to say /? I go, what the fuck is he saying? If you go over to patreon.com/ImprovGaming, maybe you'll get a little tease of what we're talking about if you give $5 for next week. And we might be talking about what we just talked about. But who knows? The only way you'll know is if you go over there and support us because we love you. Anyway.
That's all I was
Anyway,
gonna say.
what?
You understand where we're coming from. It takes away from
Yes,
the
but
person.
transparency goes a lot further in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Google was free. Google was always free.
And then-
They never said, hey, we're not making money off of ads and clicks, and whenever you go to these sites, we're making money off of that. That's why we're able to provide you with the free service of searching the internet.
And then those motherfuckers
And
said,
then-
"Oh, we're gonna buy buy YouTube so that way you can actually like save your playlist and shit."
Yeah,
I
and
was
then
pissed at that.
fucking-
I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, really?
But now Google is in half of Americans' pockets,
Yep.
and they are mapping the earth. They are funding technologies that fucking are unheard of, billion-dollar technologies. So the transparency worked very fucking well for Google. And if you're gonna tell me that Nintendo has a better outlook than Google right now, you're out of your mind. Nintendo is begging Google for some fucking time so that then they can make a mobile platform. So, really, transparency seems to have worked for Google and not worked for Nintendo because Nintendo hasn't been transparent.
Yep.
And console developers traditionally are not transparent. The only person that we've seen become transparent is Phil Spencer. And look at the leaps and bounds he's been able to make with the Xbox One.
Yep.
So when you guys are telling me, oh no, that's not the right thing to do, I don't know, because actions speak louder than words, and Google and Phil Spencer as a way to show fucking works.
Do you realize every time he has a thought, it's like half the fucking episode?
Yeah, well,
Every
you
goddamn time.
Nintendo was talking about when
your thoughts could be episodes.
Yeah, fucking Jeremy was talking about his experience when he bought the Nintendo Wii U, when he fucking
He's got good thoughts.
first slapped his penis up against the Nintendo Wii U,
And it ejected.
when he rubbed the fucking the tablet up against his left cheek.
He shoved the nunchuck up his ass.
Hey, her name is Nintendi, and she's a sexy lady.
Nintendo, oh, that's what you call it.
If you didn't know, this is the greatest games cast in all of Albion, all of the Mushroom Kingdom, and all of the past, present, and
Albion
future
first.
locations. I always start with Albion.
Yeah,
Always.
every goddamn time.
Every single time. I like Albion. And plus, it starts with an A.
Like Anderson. See what I did there?
All of the past, present, and future locations of the yet to be determined whether or not it's shitty or good Assassin's Creed series.
Assassin's Creed, another A.
Yeah, but AC, two separate things.
Well, my middle name is Christopher Walken.
You're an idiot. We're three friends who come to you every Monday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
That wasn't
and
even
bringing
me.
great content. We bring you great content. We also do Let's Plays on Tuesdays and
Bitch
Thursdays.
slap.
That wasn't even me.
And now you know why I don't even sit next to him.
And from time to time, we'll bring you live streams, special live streams, and One Up News brought to you by Pete Anderson and Jeremy, where they'll give you all the greatest news that's coming out. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please click the share button, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share our beautiful faces with your beautiful friends. And now to the topic at hand.
Finally.
Dum dum dum! It has begun.
Fight.
The NX versus the Neo.
May I say something first?
No.
Jeremy, can you switch seats?
You're-
This is gonna get brutal.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
gonna get bad. This is gonna get.
I
pretty
better not
fucking
get hit in
bad.
this.
This is gonna get pretty bad.
So my question is, are we going to take the red or the blue pill for the Neo? What are we doing with this?
This is gonna get pretty bad. I believe that this is gonna get pretty bad.
I got upgraded. Hi. I'm the host. Hold on. There we go. Now we're
So-
good. Now we're good.
Right now the debate is NX versus Neo, right? Which console is going to come out on top? Is that what we're talking about, or
Just
are we
in
talking
general.
about specs versus each other? Why they're making the decisions that they're making?
Okay,
everything
number one.
together?
Let me break it down for you, Mr. Nicholas.
Oh, he's not first now. He's third. So
Hey, I'm third. Wait a minute. Fuck you.
I didn't say you were third. I meant him.
No, you said sitting
1,
on.
2, 3.
Yeah, no, I'm third. Fuck
Oh.
you, asshole.
Sorry.
Well, he
Okay,
just
so-
admitted that he's number one. He's the first guy.
Well, then you're saying you're a shit. So.
I am this shit.
Oh.
NX coming out March 2017.
Yep.
Isn't that convenient that NX was Neo? The Neo is rumored to come out most likely in October, because that's when it's going to come out. Because games are going to start being compatible with Neo in October. And why would the fuck would you start doing that without the PlayStation Neo? Isn't it interesting that Nintendo's waiting because it wants to see what the Neo can do?
I doubt that
I
highly.
don't
Yes.
think so.
I told you long before Neo was even fucking announced that they weren't making it to market this year. So how did I predict it?
think-
How did I predict that Nintendo was going to come out March 2017 before the Neo came out?
Do you know why?
Do you-
Do you know why?
Why?
Because Nintendo doesn't look at the big picture. That's one of their biggest flaws. They're like, what can we do with our console? What can we do to make it better? Oh, PlayStation's doing this. It's not about them, it's about us.
See, but the error in that logic is that Nintendo is reinventing themselves, and they know that they need to reinvent themselves. So when you guys are saying Nintendo traditionally does this, and Nintendo traditionally does that, you need to take that fucking bag, throw it out the window, and understand that Nintendo knows that there needs to be a new approach to the way that they do business.
They have to change it. That's what I'm saying.
they have to change it. So when they're saying, "Oh, we're not paying attention to what PlayStation's doing," chances are they are paying attention
yeah,
to what
Because
PlayStation's
look what's
doing.
coming out this fall.
But I'm telling you, it has nothing to do with the Neo.
Yeah.
The pushback
Okay,
has nothing.
then
Why
you're-
do you think the pushback has to do with Neo? Give me what it is
Okay.
about the Neo that makes it so great that the NX has to push
It's
back.
going to be a better processor. It's going to be better graphics.
What processor? You
Hold
mean
on.
the same CPU
It's going to be
with
better
an
looking than the
overclocked?
PlayStation 4 right now. Which makes me go to this argument that the NX has been in development for a little bit of time now, and the PlayStation 4 has been out for 3 years, roughly. So you're saying that the NX better fucking look better, number one, than the PlayStation 4. They have 3 years on the PlayStation 4. The
Okay.
NX better look good. But you're saying with the Neo, with all these specs that are coming up and making it look better, you don't think that Nintendo's gonna be like, let's see what this has to
No,
look like?
not at all.
I don't think so.
Not at
Also,
all.
wait. Also, Nintendo's also moving down to March 2017, because you know what? PlayStation VR is also coming out this fall. I don't know if you know that, Nick.
Oh,
And that's
no.
going to be a pretty big
because
deal.
that wasn't always part of the plan. When Nintendo announced the NX, VR wasn't already being talked about. Because last E3 we didn't see the HoloLens.
No, we saw Yakuza's Rift.
We did see the HoloLens.
Yes.
The HoloLens is Xbox.
Yes, we
Yes.
saw.
Sorry,
Minecraft.
Jack.
Yes.
We saw Minecraft.
I don't care about
Yes.
VR. I just know they're out there. Sorry.
Because last year we didn't see the Oculus the HoloLens, because that didn't happen last year. So Nintendo didn't always know that VR was coming. So saying that VR is coming now is counterproductive to your argument, because they always knew that VR was coming.
You're looking at NX being smarter. Nintendo as a whole being smarter of what they're doing. And it's smart that they're moving to March 2017. Because
Yes, because it's the beginning of the fiscal year.
You could
it
say
gives
that.
you time to
Okay.
invest in customer appreciation.
Okay.
That's it. That's what it is. You need to reestablish that your brand is good to the customer.
Yep.
They have not been good to the customer.
Yes,
the
very
Wii
true.
U was a shit
Okay.
show. So they are planning for losses in the first quarter, so that then they can recoup their losses with massive gains in the last quarter.
So you don't think that the first couple of quarters are going to be good for the NX?
Absolutely not.
No.
They're
I
not.
think it's gonna suck.
They're not banking on
So
that.
let me tell you this then. So the first couple of months that the NX sucks, because that's what's going to do when it gets to go out and die in March 2017, is it's going to suck then, right? So what if they're trying to get third-party support and trying to not based, like you've said many of times, sir, that the first party, they have their great first parties where it comes to Legend of Zelda, Mario, Metroid, Kirby, all of them. You're saying to bring that back and have faith back into the third party. So how can you say that the third party is going to
tell
be
you
faithful
exactly how.
because it's going to suck?
I'll
the
tell you
first...
exactly how. The same way that PlayStation Network will pay a developer for the rights to provide free content to the PlayStation people. Is the same way that Nintendo will pay a third-party developer upfront fees. We'll pay for the fucking $2 million you think you're going to make on this game, and we're going to give it to the people.
You really think Nintendo's going to do that?
I think Nintendo can do that because,
the
DS sales fucking dominate the entire market.
Yep.
So they have enough money to back NX by DS sales alone.
Okay.
Yep.
Number one, DS is a handheld.
Yes, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Nintendo as a company sells both the NX and the DS. DS has made them $1 billion.
Yep.
So you can take $250 million and put it over here to the NX funding, and then both of them become profitable. That's called investing in other avenues.
And you think Nintendo's
Nintendo absolutely is doing that. You think that they're fucking using the Wii U money in order to develop an NX?
How many units versus how many units?
They're not
16 million units versus 260 plus million.
They cannot
for
use
3DS.
Nintendo Wii U money in order to fund a research and development process and a restructuring of an entire company and customer rebranding off of the Wii U sales or off of the Wii sales. They can do it off of the DS sales.
They can. Because let's go back real quick.
The same way that PlayStation Network will pay developers flat fees so that then they can provide the content to the consumer for free is the same way that Nintendo will be able to get people back into the market on the Nintendo NX. It's the same way. It's a business practice that hasn't been looked at, and if you're saying that Nintendo, or if I'm saying that Nintendo is looking at the competition because they have to, that is a great fucking strategy that PlayStation has implemented. Without it, PlayStation and
So is
Xbox has
Xbox.
implemented, and Xbox has implemented, because without it, we would have never gotten gems like Rocket League. We would have never gotten Limbo. We would have never gotten
Super
the
Meat
kind
Boy.
of expression of Super Meat Boy. We would have never gotten the kind of experiences as
Knight.
Valiant Knights,
Thank you,
Shovel
Shovel
Knight, or Valiant Hearts. I'm sorry, Valiant
Oh,
Hearts.
Valiant, there you go.
So there's a whole lot of titles
Never-
that we would have
Never
never.
Alone?
Walking Dead would never have been as big as it was if PlayStation didn't do that. The Telltale Games wouldn't have been as big as it was if PlayStation didn't say, hey, you've got something great here, we're going to pay you a flat fee. And they go, all right, you know what, we'll take the flat fee.
Shovel Knight started on the Wii U. Nintendo put a lot of money towards Shovel Knight. They thought they had something great, and they held on to it as long as they could. Until they couldn't hold on to it anymore.
Yes.
And PlayStation took over.
And then that's when they said, we need to fucking rethink this. Coincidence? I think not.
Yep.
That's when they said, okay, we need to rethink what the fuck we're doing with Nintendo. Not just the consoles, but Nintendo has to rethink how we do business.
Case in point on that, the Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures was produced by Screw Attack because they work together. Old school 8-bit game, a lot of fun. Definitely go play it. Definitely go buy it. It was originally funded on. It was a PC game. Do you know what the first console went to? Wii U. It went to Wii U and the 3DS. They paid a lot of money for that. It still isn't on the other consoles yet, which I think Nintendo was a good strategy in getting that game because it looks like an old school Nintendo game. Same practice, but you think about that, they shell out the
Yeah,
money.
how'd that do?
It's doing really well.
Oh, it's selling units?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not units, but it's on the 3DS. It's definitely like, oh, I can play this on this console? Boom, let's do it.
The Neo...
The Neo is just a graphics boost. You seem to think that the Neo is going to revolutionize gaming.
It's not.
No,
absolutely
nowhere
not.
near it. It's
It
not going to
sounds
even
like you
fucking
are.
revolutionize graphics.
I'm not,
It's going to let you play your system on a 4K television. That is the extent of what it's doing. Everybody's like, oh, the Neo. It's not what everybody's making it out to be. You got a 4K TV, you can't currently play your PlayStation 4 on a 4K TV with 4K graphics.
May I ask you a question, sir?
Sure.
You wanna go through this? Say the NX came out in 2016. Fall 2016, right? PlayStation VR is coming out. Fall
Do you own a
2016.
4K television?
Yes.
You own a 4K television.
Yes.
You're so full of shit.
How do you know?
Because 4K televisions are like $30,000.
I got that money.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I work at ImprovGamers.
Your pupil's kind of dilated, so you're lying right now, dude.
The PlayStation Neo
Okay.
is meant for high-end entertainment people who have a 4K television. That's all it's meant for. It's meant for people who don't give a fuck about money and can shell out that kind of cash for their high-end entertainment system.
You're not listening. PlayStation VR comes out this fall.
Doesn't matter. We already knew it was coming out back a year ago.
NX comes out this fall, hypothetically.
No.
What would you buy? If both of them came out,
I'm not a Nintendo fan. I've never been a Nintendo fan.
Why
So
don't you
you
ask
would
me
ask
then?
Jeremy. And we already know where he stands because he doesn't like VR.
No. Wait. You're asking if I'll buy the VR or the NX?
Or the NX.
NX.
Yeah.
Wait.
So-
The PlayStation?
The PlayStation.
The PlayStation VR or the NX.
What's the price?
Who cares?
No.
Which one would you buy? Would you buy the NX or the PlayStation VR?
I'd probably buy the NX because the VR is like, it's a $400 peripheral. Why would I spend that when I can get a full new fucking console?
Which is what the Wii U looked like, was a $400 peripheral for my Wii that I currently have. It was marketed that way, it looked that way, it even sounded that way. So we need to reestablish brand share.
Do you think that the Wii U is going to be $300?
The Wii U?
The NX?
I mean the NX. How much do you think that's going to be?
I have no idea how much the
I'm
NX
gonna
is going to
say
be.
if they really wanna, if they're gonna give what they promise, 4 even.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand what the NX is. The NX is not a console per se. It is a node of a console. It is a network that you're tuning into. So the bigger the network, the better the console. Therefore, the NX is designed to be a low-end gaming platform that has high-end possibilities. So when you get somebody who bought it March 2017, they're going to say, I like it, but the graphics aren't so great. I thought the graphics were going to be better than PlayStation 4. And everybody's going to go, yeah, but, there's only 5 people that have it. So why would your graphics be good? What are you talking about? It was meant to network with other
Yeah,
NXs.
but that would just kill...
No,
Nintendo.
because it's
You have
not
to have a
just
better
meant to
working
network
system.
only with other NXs. That was the concept that we had the conversation about that spawned, Phil Spencer and Reggie could come to E3 because Xbox said that they would like to work with Nintendo. And the reason they said that is because this concept of sharing data streams to boost everybody up is appealing to Phil Spencer. So why it is that the NX won't rely on your PlayStation and his Xbox when they're online to boost its graphics would completely destroy anything that's out there now. So the concept of one NX being out there might not actually be a bad thing because it might actually be working with everybody else.
Nintendo's not going to work with people.
Yes, they are.
Yes,
they
will.
have to rethink the way that they do business.
And if they don't?
If
They're
they
done.
don't, they're done. But
It's
if they
sure.
don't, they're done. If they don't, Xbox One is done. And if they don't, PlayStation is done. Because every console maker out there has to rethink the way that they do business. And Phil Spencer's already on the fucking ball. Everybody else has to get on ball. And Nintendo is finally getting the picture. And Sony needs to get the picture. But the way that Sony's doing it is we have a new fucking technology that we're going to put out there. And it's going to blow you away. It's VR. And they're banking on that. The same way Nintendo's banking on the NX. Sony's taking as much of a gamble as Nintendo is. VR could be a fad. It could end by fucking fall of 2017.
Like the Move?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just like the Move. That's the
Just like
big.
the
That's the
Kinect.
big argument, right? Is that you see these fucking boxes everywhere you go that says, oh yeah, you can put your phone in here and experience VR. Everybody's trying to get a big push on VR to sell that it's the next new thing, and everybody's going in there and looking at the boxes and going, whatever, that's cute.
From what people have been saying, once you try VR, you're sold.
I've tried
We'll see
VR
about
and I'm
that.
not sold.
Virtual Boy doesn't count.
No, the thing that was at Evo. The headset thing that we...
Yeah, but that wasn't PlayStation VR.
But
That
it's
was-
still like, I've never been sold on VR. Never.
I think that the way that a lot of people are looking at the industry right now is entirely wrong because they still believe that E3 is a big event. They still believe that a new console means a better gameplay experience.
I'm not saying gameplay. I'm saying where...
You're saying that the NX is going to be beaten out by the Neo, and the reason they pushed it back is because of the specs on the Neo, which mean nothing. The specs on the
No,
Neo
it's-
mean nothing.
Look what's coming out. You have PlayStation VR. Nobody knows how VR is going to do.
No, nobody does. So
So-
nobody's afraid of it.
But
Nobody's afraid of it.
If Nintendo's thinking smart, which they are,
No,
clearly,
they're not thinking smart. Thinking smart is not a relation to how you associate your console versus something that's untested. It's an untested market. It's an untapped market. There is nobody out there that has VR. There is no data out there to support whether or not VR will work. So why would Nintendo base any decision on an unsupported market? It doesn't exist yet. They're not gonna fucking plan around something that doesn't exist yet. That's like Alexander Graham Bell making a phone with a screen on it, not realizing that in the future we'll have iPhones. Why would he do that? There's no reason for that.
the NX.
You got shut down, dude. Accept it.
The NX got moved because of PlayStation Neo.
No way.
PlayStation
No bullshit
Neo.
way.
And I want
The NX
the
got
fact-
moved because they couldn't get it ready in time, the same way that I said it. They couldn't get it ready in time. They were never going to get it ready in time. It was too soon and too quick to market, and they weren't going to be able to do it because they realized they need to reinvest in the customer view of what it is that Nintendo provides.
even if it's not ready in time, I give you that. Maybe it's not ready in time. I understand. But if you're saying that the graphics are not going to be up to snuff with PlayStation,
Potentially, but we don't know that because, again, Microsoft wants to work with Nintendo.
we'll find out E3.
Phil Spencer wants to work with Nintendo.
Here's my
Phil Spencer wants to work with everybody.
Exactly.
because he's a good guy.
Because he's thinking in the next step of evolution. We cannot function if we're fighting each other.
They're not fighting each other.
Yes, they are. My fans are better than your fans. Your fans are better than my fans. I'm PlayStation fanboys fighting Xbox fanboys. It's a full-fledged war. That's kind of how it works.
But what's the big thing?
Either they buy my console first or they buy your console first. They're
That's how
fighting
it's-
each other.
it's
That's
always
how it
been.
is. Phil Spencer's saying, why do we have to play that game? He's coming in and he's shaking everything up saying, why do we have to play this game anymore? We could play it the way that the fucking internet played it. Everybody was a content creator. Everybody helped each other. And everybody got fucking rich doing it.
And that's why we're going to have cross-platforming.
That's why Phil Spencer and Reggie are going to come out on fucking stage and
But
E3.
let me bring up this point. Here's the deal. For the NX versus the Neo, here's the deal. As a consumer myself, I'm going to take my Nintendo fanboyism out of this thing. You're going to ask me, would I buy the NX or would I buy the Neo? Do you know why I'm not going to buy the Neo? Why do I want to buy another system that just has upgraded graphics from the previous system? Why not wait until the PlayStation 5 to come out, get a whole new actual system and not a graphics upgrade?
Because the Neo's going to run games better?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's going to run 4K games better.
It's going to run games better.
No, 4K games better.
It's going to run games
It's going to run 4K games better.
What? Regardless, it's going to run games better.
No. It won't run your other games better. It'll run your other games the way that they
Okay.
were meant to be run.
Look, Horizon Zero Dawn, your love of your life.
Yes.
After October, they have to be.
They don't have to be. It's
Yes.
within. No, they don't.
They have
no,
to
they
be with
don't.
Neo.
No, they don't.
That's what,
No, they don't. Everybody's misreading this. That's not what it says. It says publishers can choose to install a patch to their Neo games. Whether or not they want to run it in Neo mode or not run it in Neo mode. It is up to the publisher on whether or not to
then
do
why
that.
would they do Neo? There's no point for
For
it.
the
4K!
4K.
High-end entertainment systems. That's what it's for. That's the point of the Neo. It's not for you and me. It's for people with high-end entertainment systems that go, hey, you think you know what a PlayStation 4 is supposed to look like, but look at what a 4K is. PlayStation 4 was released at the same time 4K came out, and everybody was like, why didn't you go 4K with this system?
Now Sony's trying to catch
Now
up with that.
Sony's saying, okay, we're going to go 4K with it. Even though none of you have the fucking televisions to support it, sure, why not?
I'm sorry, sir.
Ding, ding, ding. Jesus.
I agree to disagree, but you're wrong.
You submit.
We'll see at E3. And when
Ciao.
We
freaking
won't see
Reg-
at E3 because E3 is not as important as you make it out to be anymore.
So you don't think that Reggie and Phil Spencer will come out?
Absolutely, because
But that's
Nintendo
not
has to
important.
demonstrate.
That's
No.
not important
Hey!
anymore. That's not important.
No,
You're saying E3
the
is not
reason
big.
because the only avenue that Nintendo has to demonstrate that they're new is E3. it's important for Nintendo. It's not important for gaming. The only avenue, if Nintendo decides that they're going to show
the NX.
No, if Nintendo is going to come to E3 and say, hey, or no, if Nintendo's going to do a Nintendo Direct, the same thing that they do all the time, and say, we've changed, nobody's going to believe them.
Yep.
If Nintendo physically shows up at E3 and says, hey, we changed, and allow us to show you what we mean by that, then people will believe them.
Yes. So why not even
No,
have the
you don't
NX
need to
there?
show the NX. You need to show that your company has changed its philosophy.
So they're going to come into E3 saying, we changed, and have nothing to show.
Yes, they're going to have plenty to show. This is what we've been doing with Activision. This is what we've been doing with Ubisoft. This is what we've been doing with EA. Have you not been paying attention? We rebuilt bridges with Squaresoft or Square Enix or whatever you want to fucking call them. Next year it'll be fucking Enix squared.
They're getting back in the
But
bag.
that's what they need to do. And that was the point of E3 to begin with. Was to show the technologies and how they're being utilized. Not to show, hey, we got a fucking fantastic game that you might not like. I don't know. Who cares? Here it is. That's what E3 has become. Here's a bunch of shit for you guys to fucking look at and say, oh, I'm interested in that, I'm interested in that, I'm interested in that. And to showcase all the games that we're making. Not to showcase the technology and how we're using it. Which is what the E3 is. Electronics Expo. Electronics Entertainment Expo. E3.
For everything, E3. Keep it right here on youtube.com/ImprovGamers.
There's a lot of testosterone in this room right now. Shit.
It's the truth. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. E3 is only important for Nintendo in that they need to demonstrate. It's the only avenue that they have to demonstrate that they've changed. If they do it through a Nintendo Direct, it's the same old shit. You can't say, hey, I know I've thrown my shoe at you 5 times, but the way I'm going to demonstrate that I've changed is I'm going to throw my shoe at you, but it's going to say, I've changed. You can't dance around like fucking Saddam Hussein in South Park going, I can change.
What's up, guy? How you doing?
Come on, guy.
What a week, guys.
That's
What
a
a week.
long one, so take us out.
Yeah. Let me take you guys out. If you didn't know, we're actually transitioning our to console near you to a live simulcast station. We're gonna be doing it through www.blogtalkradio.com/fillingthevoidrn.
There you go.
Check that out. So every Sunday, not immediately, we're still working on the details and the finer details. But by the end of May, we will have a simulcast where we'll be live on YouTube, and we will have a live podcast airing at the same time as we're filming.
Or you can call in.
Or you can call in, interact with us directly, and also, if you didn't know, we're on Patreon now, and you can tune into Patreon and check us out. You know, donate $1, donate $5, donate $10. You get a whole bunch of goodies. Check out those goals. Check out those rewards for yourself. That's www.patreon.com/ImprovGaming.
Check out the Let's Plays of Uncharted, where me and Nick, I try to convert them. Does it work? Check out the video.
If this episode has anything to do with it, no. I have not been converted.
Check out Neo, the demo.
Let's
where
try.
I try to kill my controller. And check out these past episodes where we talk, is the Wii U dead or is it dying? And the big announcements from Nintendo that happened last week. Or from when you're seeing this, probably
a week and a half ago?
Week and a half ago.
And as always, ladies and gentlemen,
Game on. Hey!
Alright, I don't want to do the whole fucking...
We'll save it for next time. It's hot in here.